Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Black Adam. This is Black Adam from the Black Adam movie. Now, this is not a DC multiverse, so this is actual statue. This is from the DC Direct by Todd McFarlane. And usually I go over in terms of the articulation, but in this case, it is a statue, so we won't take a look at the articulation, but we will be taking a look at the sculpture and paint, and of course, if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. This is the front of the box looks like. This side. The back. The other side. Top. And bottom. Alright, let's take a look at the statue outside the box. Alright, so this statue does come with this, obviously his cape, as you can see here. It's to the side. Pretty simple. We put it in this back. And it does come with this cool, really large stand, not your typical stand. And of course it does come with the statue. And the way it works is, there you go. And it does come with this too, so all you do is put this in here. And the cool thing is, let me see, I can show you guys right there. There's only one way to put it in. Just like so, right there. And of course the cape goes in here. So I figured let's take a look at the cape. So in terms of the cape, the sculpture, it does have a textured material as well as a little bit of the brown. You can see right there. Overall, cool looking texture. There's not much to the cape. Pretty plain, simple, but it looks cool. I do like how it's all pretty big. And again, that paint has a little bit of light brown to it and blacks. A little bit of grays. It kind of gives it that gloss look, as you can see. But overall, very simple. Cool cape. And now let's take a look at the actual statue itself. And I gotta say, that head sculpture looks really, really, really good, man. I dig it. I really, really, really dig the sculpture. Looks very good. Very detailed. The paint on his lips, the eyes, that nose, again. The head sculpture looks very good. Again, very defined. And of course, it is because it is a statue, not a figure. So again, overall, looks good. Again, it's not a figure, so obviously no articulation, but the paint's good, the statue's good, a little bit of gloss here on the skin. So overall, I gotta say, it looks very, very good. There we go. Very, very good. Look at the arms. Again, very detailed. It does have a thick texture, and I said thick, you can really feel it. But again, it looks all bulky. Even here, his gauntlets looks all straight up and beat up, as you can see right there. See all the markings. And also, too, it's not like a solid color. My camera looks like it's one solid color, but it's not. It has a little bit of faded parts to it, which looks good. It makes it look like it's actually being used in battle. But gotta say, it looks good. The Black Adam symbol looks good. I wish it had this kind of textured on here as well as here. I think it would have been a lot better because the logo, it looks good, but it just looks kind of bland. Let's take a look at the leg sculpture. Again, of course, if you know The Rock, he's very defined legs. You can see it on here too. Very, very cool. And I like this how this design over here. It's consistent on his bicep, his chest, and all the way down to the legs. See right there. And then the legs has a leather look to it, if that makes any sense. So it's like a little bit of black on there too. You can see that right there. But overall, again, it looks very, very cool, man. I really dig it. I dig the look of this. It looks very cool. Now let's assemble it. Now the best way to assemble this is put this in there first and the second. That way you guys can take a look and see. All right. And booyah, right there. So overall, I gotta say, looks cool, man. I dig it. Again, it's not like a typical figure, so there's no articulation, like I said. But I gotta say, it looks cool, man. I really dig the look of it. Now, the question is it worth your purchase? Well, this does retail for $39.99. So let's compare the two. So, and I say the two, I mean a $39.99 statue versus a Megafig. And I'm seeing if I can get the full image of it. So, if you want to know the size difference, it's about the same height as Mr. here Swamp Thing there. Almost the same height. Yeah, it's about the same height. Again, my angle is pretty, you can't really tell, but again, it's almost around the same height as Swamp Thing. And the question is it worth your purchase $40? Well, it really depends. And it depends because even though with the figure you can articulate it, you can pose it a certain way, you know what I mean? You can bend it in some cases, maybe add some accessories. So if you're the type of person who wants to kind of have its own unique look when you display it, your better bet is probably get like a figure instead. But if you're more of like, you know what, I want something that looks good right off the bat and very detailed and good paint, then I guess you gotta go with the statue. I bought it because I had a 10% off coupon at McFarlane, and I'm supporting The Rock. I believe in the movie. I'm hoping it's really good. And when I saw it, it looked really cool. And then seeing it in person, I really dig it. I like it. Here's another mega figure as well too. A very big and tall one. Again, this is around $39.99 as well too. I seen it go for $20. And again, this is around, well, The Rock is taller because obviously he's slunched, but again, it really depends on you to answer the question of, is it worth it? If you're a type of person who, like I said, who wants to pose it a certain way, go for the figure. But if you don't mind having a statue that's very detailed, good paint, I gotta say, man, I think it looks cool, man. And for $40, I think it looks very cool. The cape looks really cool. I mean, just look at that cape. Come on, you have to admit, that looks really, really cool with the cape. And I gotta say, it looks good. My only concern, I will admit, is, if you can see it right there, the wobbliness. I'm not too sure if I put this in right correctly, but it seems like it's only one way to put it in, but it's very wobbly, so I'm a bit concerned on that. But apart from that, it looks very cool, man. Like I said, the only thing I wish it had is probably a bigger, more thicker little piece right here. That way it can hold it up, because again, one subtle move and it wobbles. But other than that, man, I gotta say it looks cool, man. And again, for $40, you can't go really wrong with it, man. I dig it. I think it looks good. And for the price, thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on this statue? Do you plan on purchasing the statue? Or did you already purchase the statue? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So that concludes an overview of Black Adam from the DC Direct, McFarlane Toys line, and on to the next one.